All right, let's do this. So yesterday I did a Periscope about meal timing, or more like, should you eat if you guys are not hungry, especially in the morning? And I thought this is the perfect subject to do a YouTube video on. So let's get right on to it. Yeah, because I got some energy. Gotta remind you guys, of the benefits of ketogenesis is to have healed adrenals, which gives you energy, but, or of course to use ketone bodies. So right now I want to talk about when you guys are in the first 6 months to a year of your keto adaptation and your glucose numbers are wonky, you're still sleepy in the afternoon, you're wired at night, you wake up several times during the night, you don't remember the dreams, or you wake up tired, or you wake up okay and then you crash after your first meal. Well then, this is the video for you. Okay, so yesterday's Periscope was quite interesting because I get to interact with people on Periscope. They tell me I have a subject, I talk about it, and people will either confirm or not confirm what I'm saying. But it creates a great conversation. So I'm going to go through some of the same key points that I did on my Periscope on my YouTube because I thought this is great. So number one, there's a couple reasons. Okay, the first idea is there are a couple reasons why you guys are freaking not hungry in the morning, or you're not hungry. So I'm going to go through those things so you don't really listen to your body with the same ear that got you in trouble before. You guys need to rip off the old ears, blick, and get some new ears because they're not doing you justice. So the new ears are understanding your metabolic health and your candida. So I've been doing this ketogenic diet for just a hair under 7 years now. Not once have I refed on carbs or alcohol or sweet potatoes or sweet fruits or some of the foods that I used to love. I've retrained my body to, of course, love new foods because the neocortex is great at doing that. So this is the affectation, this is the by-effect of almost being 50 years of age with a busted knee, no cardio, no traditional sense of cardio, no sprints, no treadmill, no elliptical. I might casually ride my bike to the gym or to the store because I have a busted knee, so my heart rate really isn't that high up. I'm just cruising. Plus here in LA, you can get hit by a car. Easy breezy. So you gotta cruise down the street. Okay, so some of the reasons why you guys are not hungry when you wake up in the morning is simple things, of course. You eat too late at night. Your body's in the second half of the day, which is the parasympathetic, which means the rest and digest mode. If you are resting, you should be digesting to a fasted state, empty out the stomach, and then go to sleep. But a lot of you guys don't go into this process of finish eating by 6. You continue eating quite late. Now your body's starting to spike melatonin that wants to slow the body down and hibernate it, including digestion. So a lot of you guys tend to have undigested food in your belly all night long, so when you wake up in the morning, you're not hungry. And that's a stress response, because if you wake up in the morning and you're not hungry and your body's not using ketones, not really, because it takes a while, your brain sends a signal to make more sugar, as I always speak about the gluconeogenesis, and that's going to put adrenal stress on your body right away, because you don't want to force your body to do a job that it wasn't designed for because you didn't listen to your body with new ears. So here we go. That's one reason. Now another way you have undigested food in your stomach all night long, which is quite interesting, is the fact that your guys' stomach acids are too low. So around the age of 25, we're this incredibly anabolic creatures, and then also we go, now we're catabolic, and we start to down-regulate systems It takes a lot to run this machine. We got to down-regulate some things just get worn out, but your stomach acids start dropping by the age of 25. So myself, and I, at the age of almost 49, then can you imagine my metabolic health in comparison to when I was 25? So I have to train the body to keep going. Come on, body, keep going, but not shoving it, to keep going. Keep moving and championing forward. Then on top of that, if you guys have had alcohol, caffeine, cigarettes, high processed carbohydrate reality, if you don't get enough sleep, there's a lot of things. One of the biggest reasons why people's stomach acids downregulate is not only a big high carbohydrate and sugar diet, but also not eating enough protein. So the body's like, well, if you're not going to eat this food, why am I going to make the enzymes and peptides and the HCl levels to digest these dense molecules? It's expensive. Let's just dump it. It's running the electric bill too high. Then your stomach acids drop even more exponentially, and then you guys eat wheat, which is also down-regulating the stomach acid. And now digestion almost becomes impossible because the whole piping here is chunked up. Your cingulatory IgA lining is gone, and you're a mess. Bacteria grows out of control. You have autoimmune skin issues. Like, the whole thing's a hot mess. But as far as not being hungry in the morning, if this whole digestion is not functioning well, then of course you're not going to wake up hungry. So there's another reason why you guys do not wake up hungry. These are all the things that you really need to understand when it comes to hunger rhythms. Another reason is you have too low cortisol in the morning. This is coming from adrenal insufficiency, from over draining your body. So basically, I always use the analogy that, where are we? Let's use this here analogy. Okay, so you guys who live in the carb reality, and you guys who are bodybuilders and all this kind of stuff, you guys are eating like 400 carbs, 200 carbs, down to 100 carbs, back to 300 carbs. You're carb cycling, and basically, or anyone else who's been on a sad diet, which we all have been, you are trying to heat a house with paper. This is the Nordic analogy, which is great. Heat a house with, putting paper into a fireplace to heat a house. How the hell are you going to do that? Stuff's going to burn real high, real fast, and you know what? It's going to burn out. It's going to burn out, going to burn out, going to burn out. And then what? You got to put another piece of paper in. Because if you allow that house to get cold in the winter, it doesn't feel very nice to sit in the house with a cold house with no wood stove or central heating. I'm just saying, or fireplace. So ketogenesis is like, or ketones are like putting a log onto a fireplace. It'll burn lower, but it'll burn more evenly and for hours, and now you can leave the fireplace and enjoy your day. But here's the caveat. When you're using paper to heat a house, every time that paper burns out, you fuck up your metabolism. Every time. And the quality of carbs, the quality of paper, that matters too. So if you're using potato chips, cereal, yogurt, I'm taking my Greek yogurt, so fabulous. My juicing, I'm detoxing. I live in LA, I just have to. You start to sell these green juice bars everywhere, and I'm like, I don't understand why. Like, I never got it. Never. And there's like $16 for a juice, and I'm just like, y'all are being freaking played. Bamboozled! But, here we go. You guys are taking things that are going to go and spike your glucose too quickly. They don't have to be really digested. It slams into your bloodstream. You have too much glucose. Now insulin from your pancreas has to be secreted. It drops your blood glucose, and then the brain goes, wait a minute, I never got any gasoline to drive the Maserati. Like, I'm still sitting on freaking empty, you moron. Now I've got to break down your muscle to convert into glucose because you didn't eat the right carbs and the right timing. And that's why that carb reality is just so arduous, right? You got to have you like little brown rice, so you want to be careful for the phytates, so you have your white rice, and it's all bleached, and you have like maybe your oats, and some of you just go for the chips and the pasta, and now you're continuously shooting too much glucose within the bloodstream. Pancreas overshoots the insulin, and so after a while, the adrenal glands that are trying to get your energy back up, or your liver, or your pancreas, your liver has to detox, your pancreas got to release glucagon, insulin. All these systems are like, dude, I am so tired. I don't know about you, but I'm tired. And on top of that, you didn't even let me sleep last night, right? You were up watching Netflix too late, drinking or something, or the night shift jobs. So your adrenals burn out, basically. Your pancreas burns out. And guess what happens? You wake up tired, super tired, beyond tired, because now your cortisol is too low. That's a problem, because we need cortisol. As much as it's vilified, we still need it, damn it. It's still a corticotropic hormone that helps to take down inflammation. It also helps to bring that glucose up to the brain or into the cells to give you a lot of energy really fast in case it's an emergency or if you're starving to death. But so you don't wake up hungry because you have your adrenal glands are overworked because your body's like, I still gotta get up, one more snooze. And then you have a dump of adrenaline into the bloodstream, which can stifle your hunger. Low cortisol can stifle your hunger. But then let's get to the guys who work out who aren't very hungry, right? Or the fasters, or the intermittent fasters. Like, I'm so not hungry when I intermittent fast. Fabulous. And even though I'm not a ketone burner, I'm just detoxifying with my fasting. And look how lean I look, right? Nice lean body from fasting. Negative. No. If you're not in ketosis, you can't fast if you got adrenal insufficiency. How many times do I tell you guys this stuff? But still you obsess about getting lean. This unrealistic image of the physical body. This body, this is not genetics, as much as I keep seeing the dumb, ignorant comments on my YouTube channel. Like, oh my God, she's not cracking because she's black. Or, that's genetics. No, mother suckers, that's freaking genetics, and don't get it twisted. Y'all need to know the difference. It's not your genes. It is what you do with them. And everybody has the maximization of their own genetic potential, which you guys never ever reach. Because people are not willing to do whatever it takes to cross that bridge. You know, first world problems. I don't know how many times I meet people when I say, you're going to have to go to bed early. They're like, but me and my husband watch TV. We watch this TV show once a week. We love it. Or I watch this show. Or this is the one time I can go crazy on my internet searching. And they'll say, but that's how I found you, Stephanie. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But you still have to time manage. Because if you have health issues, you got to do whatever it takes to heal those darn adrenals and the pancreas. That blood sugar dysregulation. So if you're not hungry, something's wrong if you've been fasting all night long. If you're fasting all the time, your adrenal glands are constantly going to crank out cortisol because the brain's like, I get that you want to fast because it's like very trendy and that's the only way you think you can get lean as you dump a lot of muscle, because this is a body of somebody who does not dump muscle, clearly. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 5'3", right? I'm not this skinny biatch. I'm not a skinny bitch. Crafty. And it took a long time to heal the adrenals, so I would build muscle. I would be in the building phase of my keto adaptation rather than catabolic, because I can't reach keto, the optimal level of your keto adaptation. Okay, guys, if you want to learn more, you can go to stephanieperson.com. I clearly have to do a part 2. Go to my Periscope, download the freaking app, find the right Periscope app, because there's all these wonky things. And then people are like, I can't find you. I'm like, that's the wrong Periscope app. And join the conversation at Steph the Business, BIZNESS, Steph the Business. Or you can go to my website to book a consultation at stephanieperson.com.